So today I'm going to talk a little bit more about the online application portion for Korean universities. So for this month, April, a lot of the universities are opening up their applications for the fall semester that's going to start in September. So many universities use this site called Study in Korea for their application. So this site, right, is very informative and very useful, and you can even choose your mother tongue languages if you feel a bit more uncomfortable in Korean. There's English, Chinese, and lots of other languages here in the drop down menu as well. But for the convenience of today's video, I'm just gonna use English over here. So this website, right, it has lots of information like on all the universities and colleges in Korea, the scholarships available, and even on things like the Korean proficiency test, the topic tests. And over here, when you scroll down, right, there's some videos on how past students talk about their experiences in Korea. Sometimes there's even educational fairs that is being held, sometimes online as well. So on this part, there's the online application. It will show you all the schools that are opening up their applications now for things like Korean language courses, bachelor's degree, master's degrees, and so on. So when you come down a little bit more, there's this PDF on studying in Korea. So when you click on it, it will come over here. It will tell you more about Korea and why you should study here and so on. So this is more about the higher education, like degrees and so on. So for my course, right, is a degree in international trade. Half of my modules are in English and half is in Korean. So you can always like research more online in the course that you are interested in and in the school that you want to go. So so not all courses are the same. Some will be fully in Korean, some will be in English. So and over here below, there's also the steps that you should just like go through when you apply for Korean university. So the first step, you can always go to the website that I showed you just now to find out a bit more. And you should see if you meet the qualifications that your course need. So certain courses may need a higher proficiency level in Korean, or some may need you to submit an English proficiency result. And after that, right, the schools will actually screen your documents after you apply. So some will have interviews, some will not. And after that, if you are accepted, right, they will send you the documents that you are accepted, a certificate. So with all the documents, you have to go to the embassy in your home country to apply for the visa. So with that, you will have an interview to go through as well. So for the visa application and the application submission, right, there's this topic result over here. So most courses for the Korean university, they will require at least level 3 in the topic results. So if your course does not need a topic result, right, but if you have a topic result of at least level 3, I will feel that you can submit it together even for your visa application, because from my experience is that during the interview for the visa, the staff actually asked me in Korean like certain questions. If you do have a topic results and you are if you are proficient in Korean, right, it will show that it will set you apart from other applicants. Some applicants might not have a topic result or may not be proficient or not confident in speaking in Korean. So if you are, then you should show that you are. And yeah, so it might help with the application as well. So but that's just my opinion. So back to the website, right, this online application part, I'll talk to you a little bit more. So when you click in, there's actually like the list of schools that are opening up their applications now. So even like you differentiate between like the bachelor degree, master's degree, and so on, even the language study course. If you are interested in the language study course, do leave a comment in the comment section so that I will talk to you about my experience in Bugyongdae Hakkyo. So today I'll talk a little bit more about Pusan National University. So for Singaporean students, right, it will be under international students, freshmen for fourth semester 2021. Do take note before you click because there's also the one for transfer students. So for most of us, it will be under freshmen over here. You can click on this and it will bring you to this page. So on this page, right, there's also the admissions guide for for Busan National University. So you can click on this to download, and there's also the list of all the information that you need over here as well. But I would still recommend you to download the admission guide to look through for the specific documents needed. When you come over here, right, you should already have all your documents ready and also all the soft copy, because on this online application you will need to submit all the soft copy first, then after that submit the hard copy. When you submit the hard copy, right, I would recommend DHL for Singapore students, because for SingPost it really takes very long, like about 5 weeks for it to reach from Singapore to Korea. But for DHL, it reaches in Korea within a week. So do take note. So for DHL, it is quite pricey. For my application, it cost about like $50 for the delivery, but it's very efficient. So when you reach this website, right, do have all your soft copy on hand. And do take note that you have to submit this online application by 30th of April, end of this month at 6 o'clock. This timing is Korean time, so there's a 1 hour difference between Singapore and Korea. So this will be 5 p.m. 30th April for Singapore time. If you're from other countries, do take note of the time difference between Korea and and your home country. So and do not come too last minute because it might take some time for you to navigate in this website. So after you go to this website, you can click on this Go Online application. Do take note that you have to create accounts for you to submit your documents here. So do not come into this website too late. It might hang also. So I hope you found this video informative, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.